again, this is just Mike Brown. Let's stop talking about, is he going to win Coach of the Year?
He is Coach of the Year.
Sean Cunningham, we love Sean.
What
you,
did
you
Sean?
love, you love Sean, right?
I love. What did my Sean say about my Mike Brown?
On the Kings Beat podcast,
Sean
was saying, I don't. He's a camp. I want to vote for him.
Oh, I'm gonna pinch the shit out of Sean on Monday.
One of the most ridiculous Sean takes I have ever heard in my life. Mike Brown's a Coach of the Year. Mike Brown has brought winning back to an organization that hasn't felt winning in 16 years. He took a team that was ranked like 25th in offense, and now they score like 125 points every single night, on pace to be one of the highest scoring teams in league history, the best offensive rating in NBA history. They're clicking, they're rolling, coming out of the break, they're 8-1. It's insane. But my point is, Mike Brown ripped these guys to the media, and he definitely ripped them in the locker room. He's going to get after it with those guys. But you listen to every one of them after they got ripped. Sabonis, Herter, Barnes. They're like, yeah, this is what he does. He's held us accountable. This is our culture. I saw someone in the chat a few minutes ago, probably like 10 minutes ago, and I should have wrote down the name. They're like, he's like Greg Popovich. No, the Pop thing is 100% real, in my opinion, because he is going to get after you, and he's got standards, but he's going to love on you too. He's going to get after every player.
Yes, this is it.
And something he said yesterday after practice stuck with me, and it's a story he's told before. He talked about at the end of the season one year where he was with the Spurs staff, and they were having the end of season meetings like they do with each player. And they were talking about, oh, what are we going to do with Tim? And Greg Popovich says, I'm just going to thank him. And Brown's like, what do you mean? You're going to thank Tim Duncan?
Yeah.
He goes, yes, because he allows me to coach him. And Mike's point is, because De'Aaron Fox allows him to coach him hard, that Domantas Sabonis allows him to coach him hard, it allows Mike to coach everybody that way. When your best players want to be great, Fox and Sabonis want to be great. When your best players want to win, those guys want to win. They will do what it takes because Mike Brown is real with them. And he wants them to be great. He gives them confidence, but he also holds them accountable. He's what you want in a coach. He is the perfect coach. And I'm sorry, it is. It's the best hire they've had. I mean, it's Rick Adelman is a Hall of Famer. I love Rick Adelman, and this is by far the best coach they've had since Rick Adelman.
100%.
And it's crazy how life works because Mike Brown interviewed for other jobs before this, did not get them. Who knew if he was going to ever get a job? He got a job in Sacramento, and he's helped reshape the mindset of this organization. It's taken everyone. We talk about this whole team on the floor, but think about the moves Monty McNair made. But Mike Brown has set a culture. This team's got a soul like he wanted. It's just amazing. I mean, honestly, we talk about getting emotional tonight as Kings fans because they win 40 games. This is why, because this is what we have wanted. Just a team that loves playing basketball, plays the right way, and a coach who just loves the game. He's not a dictator. He's just a great coach.
This is what, that's how every coach, boss, manager, leader should be. They should be relationship based. So then when they are going to ask for more out of you or criticize your work, being on the floor, in an office, whatever, it's not coming from a place of this has to be better, fear, let me scare you so then it gets better. It's coming from a place of love and respect, and I trust that you're going to do better. That's why I'm taking this time to alter your mindset. That's why I'm taking this time to criticize your play and tell you what you need to do better. And he just does that on such a high level, which I think he has brought his entire coaching staff to that level. And you have to have the right players in place. And I'm not even talking about from a talent standpoint. I'm even just talking about from
mindset.
Exactly. People that are willing to allow their minds to go places and allow their bodies to go places that they thought that they could never go. You had two of your best players both dive on the floor for a basketball tonight. This is NBA basketball. This isn't college. Mike Brown brings that college shit, that type of culture to this team, to this locker room. And that is why people fight and love the hell out of, or like fight for him and love the hell out of him.
He not only called out his team for the rebounding, which they responded with in a big way. They were out rebounded technically by 1 today, but the offensive rebound, they did have the advantage in that and second chance points. He called out Fox and Sabonis for a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted them to bring it more.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted them to talk more. They were talking. Fox brought it tonight. You can do the box score watching and go, well, he had 18 points on 8 of 22, 6 assists, couple steals. The guy was so physical
everywhere.
Defensively.
Yes.
He was into it. He missed some shots tonight. He missed some good looks. They played some good defense at times. But the big shot late, what did Fox do?
Fox walks the dribble into the front court. Wants Harrison Barnes to set a token screen. Fox now at the elbow. Pulls up. 15-footer. He's got the bucket. The De'Aaron Fox off the bounce makes it 121-118.
That was a big shot late by De'Aaron Fox. When they cut it to 1, he comes down calmly, gets to a spot. He hasn't had a good shooting night. He doesn't give a shit. He's going to take that shot and make it. Sabonis had a couple of big buckets in the fourth quarter. But the other thing that I liked, Morgan, not only the edge that Fox was playing with, the edge that Sabonis was playing with. He was getting physical down there. He was trying to get rebounds. He was doing everything he could with guys all over him, draped all over him. There was one sequence. It's 85-83 in the third quarter. Suns have the lead.
Yeah.
There's a foul. Kings, Malik Monk's going to the line. Sabonis brought the team together. Let's talk about this shit. They've closed the gap here. They've got the lead. How are we going to handle this? He asked Sabonis and Fox to be better leaders. He asked them to talk more and hold his team accountable. And they're coachable. This is what makes his team special. So we're getting to the point now where you're like, around the NBA, this is a cute story. The Kings are having a good season. 2, no, this team's still the number 2 seed.
Legit.
And we're in March. It's March 11th. Like, they're a good team. And they just won 2 back-to-back games against teams that are good. And I know they've had some fortune taking on teams that have been shorthanded. Can't hold it against the Kings for staying healthy and fighting through injuries. Fox's hamstring's been bugging him.
Go.
His wrist has been bugging him. Keegan's played through injury. Sabonis has played through injury. Like, these guys are even tonight, Sabonis fell to the ground. Like, his knee and ankle were bugging him.
Yeah.
He's got the ham thing. These guys are dogs. This team is full of dogs. And I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving how they came out of the All-Star break. We all wondered, could they even stay in the top 6? They're staying in the top 6. This team's going to the playoffs. It's amazing.
It's one thing to talk about it and to want it. It's another thing to be able to back it up. And they're backing it up in every way possible, just like Deuce was saying, playing through so many injuries, playing at a high level, responding to criticism, making the correct adjustments throughout this season. And then seriously, since the All-Star break, understanding the importance of the last games that were ahead. And they've really have done a great job of staying focused, staying locked in, and pulling out a win, whether it was an ugly win or, a not great win, I guess, against the Knicks. When I say that, that's so hard to say because I still enjoyed that win in so many different ways, but I understand from a locker room perspective of why you wouldn't. So, yeah, it's on a different level.